the Bucks in Milwaukee. Not a ton of fun to talk about. What is fun to talk about is Kyrie Irving, Christmas Day, TD Garden, no fans.
The Grinch himself comes to Boston on Christmas
Kyrie
Day.
gets his wish. He gets to come back here to no fans. But he
will play in this game. He will play in this game.
Oh, 100%.
But
he'll play in the preseason game in a couple of weeks.
We've been fantasizing dream scenarios of what we want to see happen to Kyrie in this game. So let's just share some of these here. How do you think that this thing goes? Like, is this the game that Kyrie scores 75 points and the Nets win by 100? And it's like, no.
There's no chance that Marcus Smart and Jaylen Brown are going to let Kyrie Irving do that to them. I mean, if they do, shame on them, because after what he did to them, pretty much, everything but just spit in their faces, essentially. Basically told them they were trash, wrote them off, like talked down to them, talked to the media basically about them to their, while they're sitting in the freaking chair in the locker room. Like, I mean, the whole saga with Kyrie here was so embarrassing that if you're Jaylen Brown and Marcus Smart and those guys, you have so much pride where you like, that is a game that you just cannot wait. You're not going to sleep much on Christmas. It's not because you're thinking about Santa Claus coming that night. You're thinking about showing up and just giving everything you have to just shut Kyrie Irving down. And if Jaylen Brown doesn't dunk all over Kyrie Irving on Christmas Day, then Christmas is ruined.
Kyrie's gonna get Jaylen Brown up in the air so many times.
He's gonna ask Brad to guard him one-on-one.
4 fouls in the first 2 minutes, trying to friggin'
Jalen's gonna have to cover
the 3-pointer into the rafters. He's gonna Jaylen can't stay on his feet. Kyrie is just gonna friggin' have him on a string.
Hey, let's remember that Kyrie is the second best player on that team. Kevin Durant is back, and
Kyrie that.
it's just certain. If Kevin,
though.
So I've been with that, Josue. I'm
at least the first couple of weeks.
Yeah, I'm skeptical of what he's going to look like at first coming back, especially on the defensive end. This was an all-world defender before he went down with that injury. So if they're going to use him at center and stuff like that, I'll be interested to see how this goes. But offensively, everything you hear about who he's been working out with in the offseason and all that stuff is that he's as good as ever. He's been lights out. So this guy's going to be a problem. And Brown,
you know what else
Brown's
happens
going to have to be on him.
You know what else happens in the offseason? Ben Simmons hits a bunch of threes and we all freak out, okay? I don't give a crap about offseason workouts, okay? That doesn't mean anything.
Hey, I'm just saying there's
more
going on here.
Looking pretty good.
Achilles
looking pretty good, John.
Absolute killer injury for basketball players.
So this team, all right, so say Durant's out of the fold and not himself, has a whole year, like a 19 Hayward year. This team's useless. I mean, they've been a 7 or 8 seed for all those years with the scrappy young guys. Kyrie has never proven to move the needle much on his team above like a 4 or 5 seed.
This is going to be the most fun team to root for. Root against.
So this team is dictated by Kevin Durant.
This is going to be the biggest dumpster fire.
Is there a more unlikable? Maybe I'm biased here, but is there a more unlikable 1-2 combination in the NBA than
right now?
And Kyrie.
I mean,
Westbrook just got traded.
Got traded. Yeah, exactly.
The two thinnest skinned guys in the universe. Actually, Westbrook falls in there too.
I know people don't like LeBron just because they're jealous.
No, LeBron's the best.
Yeah, LeBron's the best. And then AD's just AD. Like, there's not really much to hate. I mean, you can hate that he went to LA, but in terms of personality, like, Kyrie and Durant have to be far and away the most, like, annoying 1-2 combination.
They're different cases to me if we think about what they've done in the league. Durant brought his team to the finals in 2012. Put on historic performances
not
in
about
17.
Skill.
He's just a thin-skinned friggin' whiner.
I'm not knocking their skill.
I mean, let's be honest, Bobby. He went over there with the Warriors, got 2 championships, and I still don't think they like the dude.
Kevin Durant, probably.
For sure, I'm saying he moves the needle though.
He definitely moves the needle, but I don't know.
How he sucks as a human. Yeah,
I don't know what he's gonna look like on the floor. And if you're the Celtics, and if you're Jaylen, and of course you have that. You have to keep that energy, not only because you're playing against Kyrie Irving, but also because of this is a message to the entire Eastern Conference. I see teams or websites rather ranking the Brooklyn Nets above the Celtics already. The team that just finished in the Eastern Conference Finals against the Miami Heat already is below the Brooklyn Nets, even before the Kemba news and all that stuff. So if you're the Celtics, you need to take that personal. If you're Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, this is your team now. Those two have to take the mantle and send a message to the rest of the league. I want these two guys averaging no less than 50 points that first week of the season. Are you kidding me? They better.
Let's make no mistake though.
Dead even in odds before the Hayward thing. Dead even.
Let's make no mistake, Josue, though, and I think you'll agree with this. If Durant is right, they're the team to beat in the East.
If he's right, I agree with that. But the big if though is can those two coexist?
Dude,
how does
they have to coexist,
Steve Nash play a part in all this thing? Because to me, it's gonna get cloudy before it actually things.
Hey,
start to pick up momentum.
Durant made the finals with Westbrook. Durant made the finals playing alongside Curry. If he's Durant, he'll make the finals with Kyrie. So that's the big question. I don't care about what Kyrie's doing, this or that. If it's his team, they're not going to do well. We've just seen it in the past. The best he's done is the 4 seed with the Celtics.
Yeah, I don't know if they have enough though, man. Golden State, it's one of the greatest teams of all time that he joined. I don't know.
If you don't think there's going to be.
Go ahead, Jimmy. Sorry.
I think the Nets. I think the Nets will give the Celtics a problem, but overall, I don't know if Durant's himself.
There's going to be serious growing pains in his Nets team because Kyrie hasn't shown me anything about being a leader yet in the NBA.
He was the first option last year.
The Nets don't even want Kyrie. Kyrie is there because of
Durant.
Because he came with Durant. If they had their way, they'd swap out Kyrie for a different person if they could. It was a package deal.
You guys remember that awkward week and a half where it was reported that maybe Durant wasn't going to go? All of a sudden, Brooklyn's considering trading Kyrie. It was a week long. Wait a minute, whoa, we didn't sign up for this. Yeah. Where's Kevin? What are you talking about?
That was it. Yeah,
I can't wait for it to all unfold because it's going to be something. And I'll say this:
it's the best soap opera in sports, guys. The NBA.
I think it's so simple. It's going to come down to what happens on the court.
The NBA needs the New York Knicks to be great again. And if you're an NBA player and you're scared of playing in New York because you can't handle the pressure, then shame on you because Madison Square Garden is the best place in all of sports to play in the United States. Hockey or basketball, boxing, college basketball, whatever it is. So shame on you if you're an NBA player and you don't want to play for the Knicks because you're scared of the media or the fans.
The Nets had a better team.
Nets are trash, man.
The Knicks aren't trash. They've been the worst team in the league for a decade.
They are. So be the guy.
Yeah, what Jimmy's saying started from scratch.
They're doing that with the Nets. They just have a better supporting cast. That's what it came down to, I think.
The Nets, though, it's the freaking Brooklyn Nets. There's nothing to them. They've
been a playoff team. They have a cast of playoff players in place.
It's not about that, Bobby. It's about the culture.
Now here's
no, Jimmy. It's about Kyrie wants to go back home. It's about crossing the Brooklyn Bridge. He's going back home. Jersey, I love Jersey so much. Come on, man.
You guys do have a point though. That thing last year with Atkinson drove me up the wall because he was a good voice for that team. He built them up.
He turned that franchise around. He kicked them out.
And so if they choose that team because of the pieces in place there and then they deconstruct it, as it seems like they want to do by getting rid of these great young players. I love those young players there on that team. That's where it's going to head south.
They want a training camp. They're going to walk into the cafeteria. Kyrie's going to put his tray down next to KD and he's going to point to everyone else at the table and be like, you can't sit here. You can't sit here. You can't sit here. He's just a mean girl. It's
funny, John. I feel like more or less he did that with Tatum. It was like, all right, you're my guy. Everyone else, I don't know about you.
I want nothing to do with you. Yeah.
Hayward get well soon, but all the cool kids, we're going to be over here. All right, guys.
The Nets are so scared of Kyrie that they've literally hired 4 different coaches because I think they want to I think Steve Nash is just trying to put as many guys in front of him as possible to take the fire before he's got Jacques Vaughn coaching defense. He's got Mike D'Antoni coaching offense. It's these guys are all going to be in the front lines when Kyrie comes storming into the locker room. Steve Nash is going to be off to the side somewhere. It's unbelievable.
They built quite a cast of Kyrie control there. That's such a great point, Jimmy.
I just can't wait for the shot of that timeout where he snatched the clipboard from Steve Nash and draws his own play. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna happen. Maybe he might not snatch it away from him, but we're gonna see that
He's
moment
already
where
told
everyone's
us
like,
he's gonna do
wow, Kyrie's a leader now. Look at him, he's drawing plays, he's vocal, and
Gonna be one of the weirdest.
He told us
coaching
he's gonna
staffs.
do it.
he did say that. Actually, you're right.
He already said it. He actually said,
I'm gonna be calling plays
Need
here.
a coach. Oh.
Oh yeah, we don't need a coach. That's right. Yeah.
He's like, we've got coaches here. Like sometimes we can coach. You know, I'm like, oh, that's
Sometimes
not
I'll be a
how it
coach.
works,
Oh,
Kyrie.
man.
Hey, it is clear if Durant's not right, this is gonna crash and burn. There will be no better than the 6th seed.
Yeah,
I
it'll be
feel
fun.
like what Kyrie's doing right now, I feel like this is like the future of the NBA, but in a bad way. Like how much control players are gonna have. Like it'll be next level. And I
Hey,
feel
look
like
what's happened with the Clippers.
epitomizes that.
Whatever happened to Harden about to go there? That seemed to like a massive momentum, and then it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Kyrie,
Preposterous idea.
Kyrie was like,
he deaded that real quick.
Kyrie was like, I will take Kevin Durant and I will leave here today.
So these games matter.
I will take my ball.
Durant in the back. Kyrie, who are you talking to? No one, man. No one.
Okay,
no
I'm
one.
going to tape up Kevin Durant and I'm going to throw him in my truck and we're out of here.
Don't
How much
mess with
stock
me.
how much stock can we even put into these first 2 games? These are the only 2 games we know of, right? On the schedule. I mean, you're not gonna.
Yeah,
have
they're gonna
Kemba.
release. We'll probably
Not
know
gonna
the
have
first half of
Romeo,
the schedule
so-
tomorrow.
Yeah, I feel like it'll be like an unofficial preseason that first week at least.
Yeah, I mean,
You know
wins
what
and
I
losses
hate?
almost don't even matter.
I get Christmas being marquee matchups. That's fine. I hate throwing away a good matchup like Milwaukee on
Me
night
too.
1. Like Major Baseball does this all the time. They put Sox Yankees in April. Don't do that. You have enough juice when the season starts to watch anything. Save good matchups for later in the season, mid-season, and build them up a little bit. I hate throwing away a Boston Milwaukee earlier in the year.
Yeah, and a Boston
This
Brooklyn.
is the third year in a row they've done this, Johnny. Now that you mention it.
Yeah, I hate
There's always
that.
Milwaukee. The first 3 games, they're always either they go to Milwaukee or they come here.
Save it. You know, do the other ones. But I can't wait to see when the Charlotte game is. That'll be fun. Because
here's a question: knowing what you know now about Gordon Hayward and him choosing to go to Charlotte, is it more suitable to boo him? I think it was Bobby who said you can't boo him. But
I
now
didn't
you
say
just
that.
know. Now,
there's nobody to
somebody
boo.
said you shouldn't boo him. Maybe it was Josue. It was one of you.
It was
two
me.
that
Yeah, it
said
was
you-
me.
I mean, okay, knowing what you know now, I mean, he didn't want to play in Boston anymore. He didn't like it here. He didn't want to be 5th wheel or whatever you want to call it, and he screwed. He said, "Screw you guys, I'm out." So you can't boo him.
He's gonna
So,
get booed. Hey,
I don't think he get booed, but as a man, born and raised in this culture, he's getting booed. Yeah, no question. And everything he said the last couple of days, that's only made it worse. So yeah, he's gonna get booed.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up. We've been doing this a bit. Bobby, you got a final thought?
I guess if no one's in there, it'll be up to us. And right now we're 2-1. Josue's not booing. Me and Jimmy are gonna be in there like boo.
I'm not gonna be booing
Oh,
him, but
man.
if you're a fan, go for it. Like,
I'm
I'm
not
just kidding.
like I said, I'm not a boo, not boo guy. All I'm saying is they have
You boo in spirit.
1,000% right to boo him. So
yeah,
no worries there. Once
keep it in
again,
mind, keep it in bounds.
shout out to the sponsor one last time. 20% off free shipping with the code Garden20 at manscaped.com. That's our sponsor, Manscaped. Go get some. Go get yourself a lawnmower, a weed whacker, a crop.
3.0. This thing is
3.0.
legit, guys.
And
Yeah.
do it right now. Don't wait until a week before Christmas because
Yes.
That shipping takes a while. Yeah,
What I'm
let
hearing
that
is-
get
Wow,
in there.
these things are freaking in demand. Okay.
Yep.
So get some, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We love these. We love doing these. We love you telling us that we're terrible, and that we're dumb, or that every once in a while we make a good point. Bobby has a lot of fans.
They love me.
Across
Lots of good
the border.
reviews.
They like Bobby. But it's fun doing these conversations. We're going to do them all year long. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way you get notified the second we go live. Every Wednesday at 8, anytime there's real news, breaking news, and then throughout the season, we'll be doing post-game shows, a whole bunch of stuff. So can you guys get sponsored by the cheese shop Robin went to? Yeah, we're going to try. I was actually thinking, I'm not going to lie, Benjamin. I actually thought of doing a show live from outside the cheese shop. It's just really cold.
Oh, man.
I literally, no joke, Bobby, I almost went to the cheese shop to do the
I was gonna say, did you ride your bike down there?
If there was no pandemic, I'm in. I'm down.
I'm one to Brazil loves Bobby. We just found out. Holy wow.
Woo!
Wow,
Oi,
international.
tudo bem.
I know
They're
Spanish.
just-
No,
they're
no
just diehard
Portuguese.
Raptors
There to
fans.
just sit a chair and a table down with my Wi-Fi, my hotspot, and just broadcast from the cheese shop. It's not
Let's
too far
broadcast from Brazil. How about that?
Yeah.
Crust cheese.
Yeah,
I'm down. Shoot, I'm down.
yeah. So
Yeah,
that's it
anything
again.
that's gonna be. Hey, Brazil sounds nice right now because it's getting chilly out there. I got this Legend hoodie on. You know, trying to stay warm.
It
It's
might be the
awful
only place where
outside.
the coronavirus is worse, though.
No.
So it might be a tough spot. I don't know. I haven't checked the numbers in a while, but everybody.
In an hour.
So again, thank you everybody. Josue Pavon, heavy.com, Jimmy Toscano, Bobby Manning, CLNS Media, and Celtics.
Subscribe, guys. Subscribe.
We got games in 2 weeks. Can't wait.
Right. I mean, it's only gonna get it's gonna get hot and heavy here. I
Gonna
mean,
get crazy, G.
it's gonna get crazy. We'll have some preseason action. We'll get to see at least
You got to turn this way.
Yeah, we'll see Naismith a little bit. That'll be something.
no,
Grant
this way.
2.0. It's been a really short layoff. They're not going to look a lot different than they looked when we saw them last. So this is what we got. But we will see you guys at the latest next week, if not sooner, if anything else breaks.